Alright, sorry guys, loaded up the wrong save. I was making some of the upgrade videos last night, which one of them went live this morning. The other 3 are going to go live tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, so that's just all of the upgrades for the Earthroamer LTI, Earthroamer SX, the Tatra, and then the Futon. Welcome in Lessons, Rex. Sorry guys, I was late. My brother stopped over here for a little bit. Get off the game, says Alfredo. He's actually still here, but he's trying to figure out. He's a welder, and one of my dad's friends' welder's not working, so he's trying to figure it out. Or one of my dad's friends has a welder, I should say. He's not a, he doesn't do it professionally. That's a good question, Alfredo. I've been thinking I should play that soon. The only thing is I want to make videos before I get there, Alfredo. So Alfredo's asking when will we play Ships at Sea again. And the videos that I want to make are me buying the next, I think I need 2 or 3 ships. I have the money to buy them all. So it's just a matter of me actually getting on the game and playing it. So maybe I'll do that tonight. Here we go. But it will be soon, Alfredo. Hang on, I gotta see if my sound is correct here. Looks like it is. Seems kind of quiet to me. Oh wait, that's right, because I had the engine sound turned down. The Mastodon's so freaking loud. There we go. Truth Lies, welcome in. Alfredo, welcome in. Bugrick, Lessons, Rex. I think I got everybody. Oh, Remy. Missed Remy there. Welcome in. So, tomorrow... Well, I think... So I know I told Rex this and Robert, I told you this the other day, and whoever is listening, I guess, but I was offered 2 games. One's called Farming something. I can't remember. Robert, you said the name yesterday, I forgot. Farming Legacy or something like that, I can't remember. The game just came out yesterday, and we just got sent the code today, so we can play that. We also got the game that iDrive was talking about the other day. It's called Heavy Cargo. It's another trucking game. The makers of that game are the same makers who make the farming game, so they gave me a key for both of them. I'll probably test both of those out, and we might stream the Heavy Cargo one just because I think that would be kind of fun. But I'll probably make a video for both of them, just taking a first look at both of those, and then yeah, maybe we'll stream the Heavy Cargo one, because I think today's going to be the last day we're doing this one, but we'll see. Oh, there's iDrive. iDrive, we were just talking about you. Family's more important, always, unless they're... unless there's some bad words, then no, says Lessons. But yeah, I was just talking to him. It's the first time I'd seen him in, I don't know, a month and a half or something. It's not that long. He lives like an hour away, so it's not too far. Oh man, that was quite lucky. Nothing fell out. Oof. That was close. Hang on a second. Let's see. Yeah, I saved that. I have a button that I can press now that just saves the last 1 minute, or I think it's 2 minutes actually, of stream. So I can make that into a short later. Pretty cool. Rex is halfway home. Truth Lies, I just got the OG non-modded Fem. Used it for 5 minutes. So yeah, I think we'll play in the next couple of days. I think we'll end up having man, this thing is a lot tippier than I remember. It did unpack, but I have a third one on here, so I don't want to... I mean, I could pack it, but I have to take this one off and then pack it and then put it back. So I think I'll drive with it like this for now. drive like that, it'll be longer than an hour. That's true. Yeah, so I think we'll do heavy cargo. I think we'll do the farming legacy or whatever it's called. And yeah, I think if everything goes well, we should be able to finish this off today. Yeah, then we'll probably go on to... I know Rex put out a video if you guys are interested in checking out the new Dynapack on Construction Simulator. Rex got that early, so you guys can check that video out and see. I think it's only one of the machines so far that you've done the review for, right, Rex? I didn't watch the video, so I can't tell you. Didn't get that far anyways. But yeah, Rex has a code, WREX69. You guys can use that if you're interested in getting some Construction Simulator stuff. But that'll come out in 2 days, I believe. So we'll probably take a look at that in 2 days, and then, yeah, like I said, we got the Heavy Cargo and Farming Legacy, or whatever it's called. It's probably not the right name. But we got those 2 games to take a look at. If I lose, I'm crashing out. I think I remember one more Dynapack roller. Okay, so maybe 2. David, welcome in. I don't know if I said welcome in to you, Zeb. G-Wolf, welcome in. iDrive. How's everybody doing? JJ, I haven't found the contract for the biggest tractor. I can show you where it is, David, if you want to know. I just try to normally ask, because some people, they don't want to know where it is. They just, want to be heard, kind of. So if you want me to tell you where it is and how to do it, I can do that. Oh man, we're getting... I'm going to use this to offset my weight. There we go. Getting kind of tipsy is what I was... Well, I guess now I can pack it. You guys are saying that it had unpacked. You are correct. You're doing good, G-Wolf. Nice. Yes, so we are finishing off, or hopefully finishing off Season 14 today. I think if we don't finish it, I might either finish stream a little bit later, if possible, or I might just finish, like, I think my other brother's actually planning on coming over, because he texted me like an hour ago and asked me what time I'm done streaming at. So I think he's planning on coming over today, so he'll probably just miss my other brother coming over. So yeah, I might end up ending the stream just a little bit before we finish. Hopefully we can finish it, but we'll see. I'll get back to that in just a second, David. I'm going to try and find Rex, as I remember Rex said. Oh, JJ, I did a short video for each machine and then a full review for Thursday. Okay. Thank you, Rex. So, to get the biggest tractor, it sounds like you might have already done one of the first ones. Global Farmer, that's the name. Yes, thank you, Robert. So we have Global Farmer. We'll probably make a video on that. And then Heavy Cargo is the other game. We'll take a look at that. JG should ask to join us in the live chat. He's outside. He's yeah, like I said, he's working on trying to get my dad's friend has a welder, but he's not he does it kind of part-time. He can't figure out why it's not working. So my brother, who does welding for a living, is taking a look at it. I've asked him before, because I remember Tank Baby, he's like, hey, you should get him to come on. He doesn't want to talk to you guys. I don't blame him, though. It'll be a party. Maybe when he leaves, I'll ask him again. If he, I don't know if he'll even come back and check in, just, say bye. He might just leave. We'll see. So the first mission, let me shut off my truck quickly. The first mission is called Taking Stock of the Damage. This is the one that gets you the Earthroamer LTI. That then unlocks an Old Friend, which gives you the Uncatra, which is the small tractor. And then the other one is called Did I pass it? I think I passed it. Oh yeah, these are all foothills. Oh, all work, no play. That's the one for the big tractor. What you trying to say, JJ? I don't know. I'm getting lost. He doesn't like you. Yeah, no, I don't know. I asked him before, and he's like, "No, I'm good. I don't need to say hi to them." We got a wah face from Rex and 2 wah faces from Alfredo. Oh, that's what Robert's saying. He's like, "What are you trying to say? He doesn't want to talk to us." I see how it is. He's the brother that what am I trying to say? Farming Simulator 25 comes out on his birthday, November the 12th. And then my birthday's a week later, the 19th. And then my mom's and my grandma's... Well, actually, my brother and his daughter have the same birthday. And then a week later is mine, and then a week later is my mom and my grandma's. My grandma's no longer here, but it's just kind of weird that we have a lot of November birthdays in my family. And a lot of weird birthdays. By weird, I just mean like both my brother and my sister have a kid on their own birthday. Like the odds of that have to be so small. Like even just to have your own kid on your birthday is pretty small, but to have 2 of them in the same family seems very odd. And then, like I said, it's, you know, my mom and my grandma have the same birthday. JJ, my members voted for me to do a first-person challenge on Consim tonight. Oh, really? That sounds like an interesting premise for a video. That loading screen seems like it's taking forever. There we go. iDrive won the fight versus Alfredo. Okay, where exactly is this going? Oh my lord. Okay, all the way over there. At least it's main roads the rest of the way. Welcome in, Nuno Shimalax. How are you guys doing? David says thank you. You're welcome, David. Always glad to help. Yeah, G-Wolf said earlier we're already going to finish Season 14. I think so. We are currently 88%. We have 8 things left to do. This is number 1. I'm not even sure all the rest of them, what we have to do. I didn't even look. Truth lies, I would read that comment, but YouTube is kind of weird about stuff like that, which is, it's great that you worded it in a way that is not quite as bad, I guess, but that's sad. Sorry to hear that. I drive English or Spanish. I've seen those videos, those are pretty funny. I didn't even notice there's a road there? How have I never noticed there's a road there? I think I've gone down that road, but I don't think I ever noticed it was there until now, really. Only when I had to go down there. I will jump for those contracts about the dang farms, which are the worst. Yeah, I put a vote out on my channel for what... I usually do it every season, like what do you guys think of the season, you know, after a couple of days or whatever. I didn't check the results because I posted at 7 this morning when I was sleeping. I you know, set it up beforehand. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you guys have voted for as far as 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 stars for the season. Oh, the GMC. Gotcha, Nuno. Whoever types first is rainbow, 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 star, stars, unicorn. That's funny. Martin, I think I saw your comment earlier as well. Welcome in, Martin. I was too busy talking, so... Oh boy, you're getting off the road here. Oh boy. Don't even have to think about it, I still say it all the time. could fill up on fuel, but I think we're good. We're gonna go past the fuel station here in a bit. The road is good, but the off-road is quite annoying. Farming really sucks. Yeah, I don't know. The last couple of DLCs, the road sections have seemed to be pretty good. I'm thinking probably all the way back to about 8, maybe. 8 had really good roads, like on the roads. I drive with an oh boy. 9 had a pretty good road section, but 9 also, the whole left side of the first map was just not roads. 10 had a pretty good road network as well, I would say. 11 did as well. 12 was kind of some of the other maps, like the Oviro Hills. That one seemed to not have a great road network. I drive type first, so he's the rainbows and unicorns. Rex is 3.5 stars. Oh, maybe next time I'll have to I'll have to add the half stars. Maybe I'll go with I'm trying to think, because maybe we'll end it at like 4.5. Can't have 5 stars. That's perfect. The little tractor 6x6 is really good now. I don't need to keep going back and forward. I can do all of it in one go. Oh, you don't have to make multiple passes because you're able to turn just enough. 3.5 stars simply because of the farming. Yeah, Zing said sort of the same thing. I didn't see what he vote like. I didn't, I guess, ask him because obviously I don't know whose vote is for what, but I'm not sure exactly what he voted for, but he said he'll dock 1 point for the farming. Should have done something a little different. Yeah, I agree with that. The fact that we got no semi-trucks this season, that's true. Your favorite map is Duncan Bay? I think that's my favorite map as well. I think Season 10 was the best region as far as maps go. And then I think Duncan Bay, the first map, was just a little bit better than this one. Probably a lot better, actually, than the second one. Just the height difference, verticality, was really cool to see on there. Alright, we got 2 of them. Wait, what? How did it make that big pack noise in that pack? Did I unpack it accidentally? Okay. Love the house layout on Season 14. iDrive gives, I think that's for Alfredo, some wiener water soup. Alright, we are officially done with all the contracts, so... we got a service trailer out here to grab. And then there's 4 hay bales way over there. Okay, do we have... oh wow, we need... wait, you can get vehicle spare parts here? That's weird. So we brought vehicle spare parts here, and now it opened a warehouse that has vehicle spare parts. And we got fuel as well. Sorry guys, I'm going to take a quick look here. So we need vehicle spare parts consumables, 4 hay bales. Oh, we need another one for this. And fuel. So I could probably go to both of those ones. Wait, what is this? Oh, pick up. Consumables go the farthest. So maybe I should grab... what is it? The vehicle spare parts is here. And then I'll grab fuel, I think, and take that here. Then we'll grab the trailer. And where does that gotta go? The trailer's gotta go here. And then we can grab... grab the consumables and take that up to... actually, take that to here again. Pick up another vehicle spare part. We'll take that to here. We'll take the other one to... here. Oh, we need another consumables, though. Whatever. We'll figure it out. How many more seasons are going to come out? That's a good question. We actually don't know. And it kind of depends on the sales from what we've heard. So if sales of Roadcraft are really good, that's a bad sign for SnowRunner. Or I guess the sales could still be good and SnowRunner could still go on, as long as it's like a different player base, if you know what I mean. If all the SnowRunner players switch over, then it's not good. But for sure 2 seasons, 2 more, 15 and 16. After that, it's totally up in the air. I would say there's probably going to be another 4 after that, but that's total speculation. I have zero idea. Funnily enough, I will put Season 14 above Season 6, even though Season 6 had great trucks. Okay, let's turn right up here, yep. I can see that. Season 6 was sort of difficult. I think it had really good trucks. Whereas this one is less difficult, but it doesn't have as good of trucks. I think the terrain in here is really fun. And the map is, again, another really well-made map. But yeah, I can see how people would not like Season 6 just due to the difficulty. It's a little bit tougher. And we are really struggling with this. I wonder if I shouldn't have had the fuel up in front and the spare parts in the back, just weight-wise. Maybe that would have made more sense. I think they might stop working on expeditions. Oh, I think so. I think as soon as year 1 is done, they're pulling the plug. That's my guess. And work on SnowRunner instead when Roadcraft comes out. Expeditions is still failing compared to SnowRunner after 4 years, yeah. I agree. I've been saying that for a couple of months now. I think as soon as that year 1 passes up for expeditions, they're pulling the plug. That's my guess. I think I gotta go here as well, turn right. I think if they keep it going, they're only probably fooling themselves. Don't get me wrong, there's players out there and it's definitely got a player base, but it's a very niche game and I don't think most people are into that. Well, obviously not. They're showing that by the numbers, but there's definitely some people where that game is like perfectly for them. I'm just not one of those people. There we go. I'm one of the people that Roadcraft is made for. I enjoy playing SnowRunner, I enjoy playing Farming Simulator, and I enjoy playing Construction Simulator. So I'm like the perfect target audience. It's not a MudRunner game with no logging. I was just looking at pictures of Roadcraft again last night, like, I don't know, it looks like a fun game. I know it's going to be kind of the same as far as like, oh, pull into the yellow zone, start this task or contract, you know. So it's going to be very similar as far as the like setup of missions and stuff like that go. But yeah, I'm optimistic that it'll be good. Yes, we will be playing Farm Sim, Shane. Farm Sim 25 comes out in 4 weeks. It's actually, I think, 6 weeks. 6 weeks to the day, if I'm not wrong. Because it's the 12th of November. And 4 weeks would put us at, what, like the 2nd or something? No, it must be further than that. Man, this is a tough turn right here. I think I'm going to try and back up in this area. Never played Construction Simulator. How is that? I find it pretty fun. The one thing I wish they would change on there, and it's I don't know how you would really change it, but somehow make it have like a difficulty factor. The only thing that they have is basically if you were to go from a medium job scope to a high job scope, instead of like, say you had to put like I don't know, say 10 wall pieces on a place on medium, you might have to put like 20 on if you're playing it on a high job scope. Wait, why is my... Am I tracking the wrong thing here? No. Here we go. Alright. And so I don't know, it doesn't really make it more difficult, it's just more of the same work, I guess. So to me it doesn't... I wish there was a different way to make it harder. And I have kind of the same criticism about SnowRunner, like once you play a little bit of hard mode, it's not... like, it doesn't make it any harder. It is for the start, but once you get into it, once you get past, for sure Alaska, it's basically the same thing. Michigan is definitely harder because you can't just infinitely repeat contests, and you can't just like, oh, let me buy this truck and then, oh, actually I don't want this truck, I'm going to sell it for the same price and buy this truck, you know. So it definitely does have a little bit more difficulty at the start, but yeah, once you get past Michigan or for sure Alaska, it's basically the same thing. So I don't know, I kind of have the same criticism about both games. I wish there was a way to make them both a little bit harder. Which is kind of why I've imposed my own restrictions on my hard mode to make it a little bit harder. What percentage are we at? We were at 88, we're at 89 now. Yeah, so Rex pretty much does, well, I guess it's kind of hit or miss, but he's close to daily, I guess, with Construction Simulator videos. Last one was 2 weeks ago, but he either streams it or does a video pretty much every day. Sometimes he's doing SnowRunner or Farming Simulator, but he has a lot of Construction Simulator stuff on his channel. I usually try to shoot for like once every 2 weeks, so mine is much more sporadic, but... oh shoot, we're starting to roll. Oh, actually, yeah, I should turn here. Let's go this way. But yeah, I enjoy it. I've been playing it... I kind of took like a 6-month break when one of the DLCs came out because I heard you had to restart, basically. So I restarted, and then I found out you actually didn't have to restart, and I was like, well, now I don't feel like replaying that 6 hours. So... Rex says, yeah, I'm doing ComSim next week, I think. I think you should, Rex. They came out with the new DLC. I think it makes sense to play it next week when it's, you know, when it's hot. To be honest, if I were you, I would probably stream it like Thursday, you know, when the first day it came out, and then into next week. Maybe Thursday to Thursday or something. But that's just me. I would start streaming it the day it came out just to, you know, do it while it's hot. That's the hottest it's going to be. Well, actually, you could probably do it earlier. You could even do it tonight because they said that you don't have an embargo on it, so that's what I would do if I were you. Optimize the channel for the most, you know, most viewers while you can, I guess. But I know you're trying to do like a week at a time, and if that's, you know, that's what works for you. I'll check it out, Rex, after the stream. I expected Roadcraft to be SnowRunner with problems typical of SnowRunner, and I think they have ideas close to ConSim. Yeah, from what they've said, Nuno, it sounds like it's going to be more of a construction simulator game than it is a SnowRunner game, but it will have SnowRunner aspects, which, if you want to, you can drive the trucks yourself, and then, you know, it'll kind of be like a half and half game. Hellhole mode. I think if they did an easy mode or hard mode for ConSim, they would make it hard mode when the machines get damaged, they lag, and building materials got damaged too. Yeah, I think that would be the best way to go, Rex, because I know I just swing stuff around. I'm really bad. I throw it around, I smack it into walls all the time. If they had it to where it would damage stuff, I would definitely be way more careful. Because I don't want to have to go back and buy more. It's not the buying more, it's just having to go back to the menu, or, you know, if you transport it yourself, having to go all the way back to the store and pick it up and deliver it again. So it'd be more of a hassle. So I think if they added some sort of a damage system for the cargo you're swinging around on a crane, I would definitely be more careful. And if they had a damage system for the vehicles, like if you were to hit the crane on the side of a building or something, and damage your crane, I would definitely be more careful with that as well. I think that's a good idea that they should implement, but I don't know, maybe that would annoy more players than it would make it more excited about the game, which is why I really believe in having options to turn a lot of stuff on and off. I'm a huge fan of options, so give people the option if they want to continue playing the way that it is. There's a setting to just turn off those damages. If you want to turn that on and deal with a little added difficulty, then you can go that route. I think giving the player the power to choose whether they want to do it or not is the way to go. Alright. Wow, what a view here, huh? You can see the whole town. Alright. We don't got too much time. We gotta keep moving or else we're not gonna finish this. If Roadcraft had maps and don't have to be like these, the vehicles to take here or take there to a road to build to get better access to the entire map, you would buy it. That's kind of what it sounds like, Nuno. You'll be able to build these roads. I think some of them I wouldn't say forced to, but if you're going to use the AI to drive, they're not going to be able to make it through the roads the way they are. I could be wrong on that. Maybe there's certain spots where you have to cut down trees through a forest to make a road. There is just no road there. Then, in that case, there's just probably not really a way to get through it. But, yeah, the way it sounds like is pretty much you'll be able to build a road almost anywhere you want. I say almost because obviously you can't just fill an entire town, just bury it in sand and then build a road over it, But basically anywhere you want, you'll be able to build a road. So you can make the road better so that the AI can drive it, and then you don't have to do as much driving if that's the way you want to go. Oh shoot. That was a rip. Gotta go. Hope you have a good one, JJ. Good rest of your stream. Peace and love, everyone. Thank you, Rex. Okay, well that throws a little wrench in the plans. What is this vehicle? The Azov Atom. Is that the fixing truck? I think it was. We drove it over there to drop off. That's another fixing. I have so many trucks to fix stuff in here because we needed a lot of fixing. Oh, we need some water too. That's right. We were on the other map to do water. I just got to check to see if we have any trucks to deliver cargo. We have 1. 2. I think this would be one. Yeah, we could use this. Oh boy, that's an oh boy. That was a bad one too. I was going too fast. I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. I can correct it. And then I realized that too late. I'm like, nope, there's no correcting this. It's going over, and it just slowly kind of rolled over. So I'm not using GMC because that truck is out of date. Gonna get all-wheel drive and cola sucks. That is true. It kind of stinks that they have some of it locked behind. I don't know if you want to call it paywalls, but you have to buy cola to go get the all-wheel drive. You're not just gonna find it on the base game map. So Martin starting a treasure hunt. If you guys are interested, iDrive starting up the heist. So yeah, iDrive. I don't know if you heard me. You came in like right as I was talking about it. I think I mentioned it, but the other day you mentioned the game called Heavy Cargo. We did get a copy of that game. I haven't downloaded it. I just checked my email before I started the stream, and I was a little bit late because my brother's here, so I was talking to him for a while. Went outside, played with the dogs. Snowy, welcome in. Trailer Master JJ driving with a screwed tire. Yeah, actually though, Nuno, we just made a what is it? A repair station, if you want to call it that. Repair area. So once we get to this place to pick up the consumables, it's not actually at the consumable place, but it's right next to it. Yeah, we can fix our truck. Sorry, Shmilax, I did read that one. I didn't read it out loud, apparently. I was talking as I read it. So No all-wheel drive, no diff lock, highway trucks only, highway tires only, start in a mirror, no scouts would be absolute hell, yeah. I don't think that's even possible. Because highway tires only, without all-wheel drive and diff lock, I feel like that's... You might be able to crane your way. You might. Or... I mean, sometimes if you're in a not too deep spot, so you'd have to really choose your routes, you might be able to kind of push your way along with the crane if it's not too deep. If it is too deep, you're just not going to move at all. Shoot, I forgot I have to grab this trailer up here too, don't I? Apparently someone played through SnowRunner with highway trucks only. Yeah, it's, I think highway trucks only is possible. But highway trucks only with no all-wheel drive, no diff lock. You know, some of them do have all-wheel drive and some of them have diff lock, so that would take some, you know, some of those ones out. What else did he say? Highway tires only. That would take out any kind of tire, you know, tire bonus you'd be able to have. And then start on a mirror. You know, you might not be able to earn enough money. You might just get all your trucks stuck and just be out of luck. So that would be another one that would be pretty hard. And no scouts. The scouts aren't going to add too much, but they're definitely going to... I mean, at the start of the game, when that's all you really have, you know, you start with the CK. Yeah, it would make it just, you know, way more difficult. Adds nothing to the game, improves nothing. Harder mode is in SnowRunner are useless. I think it makes it more fun, Nuno, but that's just me. Oh wait, there's a trailer here. Right, welcome in. Long time no see. Let's refuel. Oh, 9 fuel. Not much. Alright, well. A mirror with highway trucks is impossible in my opinion, period. I think it might be possible. Because the GMC, the truck we were using, that has all-wheel drive and diff lock. And the W990, it only has diff lock, but it has really good tires. So I think if you were to use the W990 and the GMC a lot, you kind of lean on those two, I think you could do it. It would be very tough, but I think it's possible. Deckplay said it would be possible and streamed 2 or 3 times in Team Year with the Ford Transtar and then left. Yeah, it's definitely hard. It's not going to be easy. And like, the thing is when you're streaming, you kind of have to, like, you have to be able to play it really slow. And I'm sure he was, but I think to play no all-wheel drive, no diff lock, you have to be able to play it extremely slow. Like, you have to be able to just sit here for 10 minutes and literally crawl like a foot. Like, you have to be able to, you know, you basically, like, I think it's almost impossible to stream it just because your audience would get too bored, you know? I think if you're able to make it into a video format, you could cut out a lot of that or speed it up and make it less boring. You know, you could throw in some music, you could, you know, go 2 times faster, 3 times, 4 times, 8 times, whatever it is, and kind of make it more consumable. If you're just streaming it, your viewers are just bored, you know? I think it's possible, but you basically have to be able to say, I don't care what happens, I'm just going to keep going through this as slow as it is, I'm just going to keep doing it, so. But that's just my opinion. Obviously I've never tried it, so I can't, you know, can't know for sure. Snowy says, will you ever do a replay though? I think I might play through the game one more time after our, we have a current hard mode, right? But I think we might do one more playthrough. It'll probably be very slow and, you know, take a couple of years probably to get through it all because it's just so long. But I've been talking about it for a while. I think it would be fun to do a playthrough where you either do, like, basically all scouts, or let me see if I can't refuel from that one. Let's see. There we go. Where it would basically be all small trucks. It might not be scouts entirely because you do have to have at least a somewhat bigger truck to deliver logs. The F750 could do mediums and shorts now, but long logs. You have to have something for that. You have to have something for the seismic vibrator missions, which means a little bit bigger truck, right? You can't just have scouts for that. No scout can have that. And you have to have some kind of a farm tractor. Because obviously there is farming missions, which you cannot do without a farm tractor. So you do have to have some exceptions if you're going to 100% beat the game. But yeah, I think playing a playthrough like that, I think an all scouts playthrough with like a couple of small trucks, maybe like the crocodile. And again, that's the only reason you'd have to include that is to do like a saddle low or saddle high carry, because crocodile I think is the smallest truck that can do saddle high. It wouldn't be easy by any means, but you basically can't do it with just scouts. So yeah, you could do a 4x4 playthrough where you include like the Chevy Kodiak or something like that. A winch only walkthrough or playthrough. That would be crazy. Or like a first person only. Welcome in, Bad Boy Gamer. Welcome in, Claude, as well. How are you guys doing? Hello, JJ. I have a question about SnowRunner. We know the title screen shows the current DLC map and music was what it was when there wasn't Season 1 and only 3 base game maps. Honestly, I don't remember, Claude. I really don't remember. I know there's... Well, I'm sure somebody has screenshots of it if you Google it, but I really don't remember what the screen was back then. I played the game like just 3 days after it came out or something, so I was onto it really early, but I played it for a couple of months. I played it from like April till June, and then I went on a vacation. And when I came back, there was Epic Games had Grand Theft Auto 5 for free, and I hadn't played that game. That was in 2020. I hadn't played that game in like 7 years, and I was like, oh, that sounds fun. I never played GTA Online, so I got that game for free, and then I just played online. I was like addicted to playing GTA Online for a while. And so that's where I played that game for a while, and I never came back to it for like a year, and then it went on sale on Steam, because Epic had the rights to the game for the first year until Steam, or then Steam could get it after that year, so that's why it came out on Steam. So I bought it on Steam after that, and that's when I actually started playing it on YouTube, was a year later after it came out. So I don't remember what the main screen was before that. For semi-truck only, you need some truck with a crane. They do have some semi-trucks which can have the cranes, though. Actually, I think maybe all of them. I know the Transtar can have a crane. I know the GMC can have a crane. The W990 can have a crane. What else? The Ford 9000, I'm pretty sure that has a crane. And am I missing one? I feel like I missed one. Transtar, Ford, oh, the Western Star 57X, that also has a crane. So I think all of them have cranes. Alright, I'm going to drop this trailer here just for a second. The M916A1, yes, that, winch only playthrough halts as soon as you reach road. Semi-trucks only playthrough, no, so dairies, Collabs, oh, whoop. Just damaged up my truck after fixing it. Hang on, I gotta read Bad Boys before this one goes off. I keep getting distracted here. For lunch, chicken in the oven, stovetop stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet corn, green beans, peas, mac and cheese, and dinner rolls. Holy cow. That sounds amazing. So howdy all from Bad Boy. I see you sent it again now that I look down. Bad Boy Gamer, I just saw the green. I was looking for that. Okay, 1 second. We need just consumables way up there. This one needs the trailer and the hay bales. And then consumables and spare parts. So we need 2 consumables and 1 spare part. So we gotta grab 1 spare parts while we're here. I gotta go back around. Navistar cannot have a crane, right? No, the Navistar can have a crane, it just cannot have a crane and a saddle at the same time, so it's one or the other. which, you know, basically you're, you know, who's going to use it without a saddle? Like, I don't know. So yeah, it's one or the other. I might do a Voron only playthrough. That would be interesting. I have arrived. Welcome in World War II. For semi-truck only, yeah, I read that one. Again, sorry guys if there's comments that I missed. I try to read them all, but I know I've definitely missed quite a few of them here. So I've been playing thoroughly enjoying Austria, or I've been thoroughly enjoying Austria. So far, it seems like anything works besides vehicles with super low clearances. Yeah, I know for the tractors, like the futon, it has like a big front weight, and if you put that on, you're hitting your front on everything. Like, you can still drive through stuff, you know, but it makes it a way more of a pain than it needs to be. Season 8 was pretty flat overall, so that one was a lot easier to drive around with. And it didn't have front weight either, so I gotta check, where does this trailer go now? Okay, on the right side over here. I'm actually using a Voron AE in my 3 trucks only playthrough, and a tractor, okay. Voron AE is my favorite truck, good off-road. Voron D is the best all-around in all the Vorons, okay. AE's better in mud. So yeah, I'd have to, I know I've talked about this quite a few times actually, but I'd have to think about it a little bit more as far as like what trucks we would use. But I do think a scout-only playthrough would be pretty fun. And at least this is my thought. If you're doing a scout-only playthrough, you don't have to play it in order, because you're going to need all the help that you can get, you know what I mean? Like, if you're only using scouts, you're going to want to have the best scouts you can get, because some of those missions are going to be absolutely, like, crazy hard with only scouts. And what I would probably do is only allow myself to use the trucks if it was absolutely required. So like, you could use the F750 or not the F750, like a crocodile to haul around some cargo, right? With a saddle trailer. But I would make that like off limits. The only thing you could use it for is a saddle trailer if it's like a mission trailer, if it's required. You couldn't just run around with a sideboard like I am right now just to haul it around, you know. And deliver the rocket with the Scout 800, yeah, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Let's see if we can get inside here. There we go. Okay, we need 2 consumables. And now I think we have all the rest. Sorry guys, I gotta check this again. Okay, we need 4 hay bales, which we can get over there. 1 consumable for this one, which we have. And then the consumables and spare parts. So we should be good. Yeah, we gotta go deliver 1 up here. So actually, let me track this one again. So deliver this one, then go over here and deliver something. Oh, 1 of the consumables here, and then I think one of them. Hang on a second, I gotta track this one again. Oh, but deliver both of them up here. Okay, so deliver both here, and then we gotta go over here to grab hay bales for this one and deliver that back here. That's not too bad. It's gonna be a lot of driving, but that'll be the rest of this map, I think. You should do a hard mode collab with Nathan. That would be pretty fun. Nathan's a cool dude. Nathan would probably make me look silly on there. I did one with Telemenace for a while, but he got busy, and then we kind of just... he said don't delete it, you know, we might come back. Well, I guess he never said that, but he said we might come back to it at some point, but I ended up deleting it like a couple months back. We stopped playing it like 14 months ago or something at this point, so I was like, yeah, we're not going to go back to that. I mean, we were in Season 10 at the time. So Season 11, 12, 13, and now 14 have come out, and we still haven't went back to it, so I deleted it the other day. That'll be the save where I have to do my small trucks playthrough. I know I've talked about this before. I have a lot of playthroughs, but I only own all of the DLC. Well, not even all. I own every DLC except for the Navistar on Epic, because they won't let me buy it. So I guess there was only a pre-order bonus. They don't let you buy it on here. They do let you buy it on Steam, which is weird, but so I own it on Steam. Actually, I own it on Xbox as well. If you guys don't know, I've bought this game 3 times. 3 times too many, probably. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna run out some fuel. But yeah, we did have a hard mode with Telemenace, and yeah, we kind of scrapped that after a while just because we never played it again. So, but I have so obviously I have this save. This is on Epic. Then I have my hard mode save, and then my other one is basically like a save that I use for like screenshots and stuff. Sometimes I'll play a mission and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't take a screenshot with that trailer. So then I'll go on that save and go get the trailer, right? And just take a picture with it to make the thumbnail. So that save is kind of just for like doing random stuff. So I can't delete that one. And so I only have one slot open if I want to do any other kind of save, basically. So, and you might say, well, why don't you go do that on Steam? You could do that on your Steam save. Well, I don't own all the stuff on Steam, so I can't. I could do it on the PTS save, but I don't know. I guess I probably should have thought of that earlier. And now that save is sort of, you know, done. You know, it's opened all the gateways and all this kind of stuff that it's almost, you know, got too much time put into it to want to restart. So, all right. Unacceptable. 38 watching, 22 likes. Don't be a Zing. Hit that like button. Thank you, Zing. Yeah, we'll just top off right there. Derek, welcome in. Hey, JJ, how's it going? How much work left? I think we are at 89%. Oh, look, a flat tire. Yeah. Typical, right? Okay, hang on. Where exactly am I going? I got a good distance to go here. I could have just followed the road for a bit. That would have been smart. Hey, JJ, question. Thoughts on Austria, like in general layout? Like, is the general layout appealing, even when the tougher maps exist? Is it easier? Definitely, but as a veteran of this game, is it still competitive as a new map? I enjoy the map layout. I think it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's overly difficult. Like, I feel like Season 13 was harder than this. There's only one section that I really like. Oops. And that would be, oops, on this first map, Unterfeld, which right here there's a really narrow section which kind of makes it so you have to use thinner trucks to fit by. I like that. That's weird that the vehicle spare parts is a cabin. But yeah, overall I don't think it's too difficult. It has a pretty good road network. You can go from your garage. All of this is road, but then there's a bad part here. But you can fix this bridge. You can go right into the tunnel here, or gateway. You can follow this. Obviously there's this bad section here, but you can go up and around fairly easily. But then there's a road going all the way up to the sawmill here, or follow it all the way around. You can also go through the gateway here on the ferry, and all the way up to the next map. I feel like it's got a pretty good amount of road, but from here, over to here, all of this section, this whole part of the map has no road. So I think that's, most of it is non-road. Obviously that's most maps, but I don't think there's anything that's too crazy difficult. I would say that kind of this area up here is really swampy and kind of tough to drive if you have a truck that kind of tips a lot. Alright, back to it. Nuno says it's good because you can go on foothills following the road, yeah. Or just casually use the road that goes right around. Yeah, you could do that too. My 3 trucks only save is going to be randomized until the second truck manufacturer were only the Azov and Taiga? I'm confused. Oh, so you're limiting it to just 2 different brands of truck? A mod bridge is the screwed road I'm gonna go to. Let's go through here real slow. Not too bad. I was driving in Tamir with the P16 once. Drove towards the log station. Following the road, I saw a small puddle dip and was like, I can make it through that. Turns out it was about as tall as the Pacific itself. That's funny. Yeah, there's a lot of tasks in North Carolina. North Carolina, I think, has the most in the entire game at 108 total things to do. I believe Season 8 had 107, and Amir had 103. So of the four map big regions, you know, Season 4, 8, and 12, all of them were over 100, and 12 was the most, 8 was second, and 4 was third. Hey JJ, is this preferred? This is preferred, but the International HX520, Cat, CT681, or Western White Star? Or White Western Star? What would I prefer out of those 3? So probably the best one, in my opinion, is probably the HX520. But which one I would prefer? I don't know. I think I have a sweet spot for the White Western Star. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's just because you got that truck early and I used it a lot of the time. But I really like that truck. But the Cat CT681 is also no slouch. I think they're all very comparable. Welcome in, Sawyer. Yeah, see, Nuno knows. White, maybe JJ likes too, yeah. That's probably my favorite of the group. I don't know, I just have a sweet spot for it, so. Nothing against the other two. I think it's probably partly nostalgic, you know. It's just, I used it a bunch and it's been there for a long time, and I don't know. That's probably where I would go. HX is probably the best of the 3, but I would probably go with the White Western Star. Sorry, can't talk. HX is close, but a bit worse on fuel. Yeah, I remember, Zing, you did the test with the CT681, the HX, what was it, W990, and was it another one, or was that it? Why use them trucks when you could just use the Taiga or Voron? Oops, crap. Just for a bit more of a challenge. I mean, we're using a not so fantastical truck right now, the HX. But yeah, just a little bit more added difficulty, I guess you could say. True. Yeah, Yellow Crane is definitely an added plus. True. Yeah, Yellow Crane is definitely an added plus over the Blue Crane. Has a little bit more lifting strength. I love the White Western Star over the Anniversary trucks because I find terrain easier to cross with the actual rear suspension. When you can use the TranStar, for real, best truck in the game. Yeah, I mean, if you ever ask on Zing's Streamlabs, it'll tell you the TranStar is the best truck in the game, every single time. Streamlabs speaks facts on Zing's stream. Gunpowder, welcome in. I don't know if you're new here, but I don't believe I've ever seen your name before. Maybe you've changed it. I know some people like to do that. But hopefully sit back and enjoy. Maybe you can learn a thing or two, or be entertained somehow. Derek says, I dislike the Blue Crane so much. Oh, crap. I thought I had it. Oh no. Yeah, the truck keeps stalling every time I get into second. At Streamlabs, what is the best truck in SnowRunner? I don't have it set up that way, but there's you could do that where you have it. I mean, you can tell it which truck to pick, or you can have it pick a random one, which is what Zing has. But yeah, I got you, Derek. The crane. Yeah. That was probably a silly mistake, wasn't it? Let's see. I don't know if it's worth backing up, probably. Oh, that's a bad tree. Oh, I can't even reach that one. Dang. Okay. I'm going to try and go a little bit more on the side. This is some deep, deep mud here. There we go. I found a cool ZIL157 mod. The ZIL, what is those? The Zix trucks? No. Step trucks, right? The ZIL is step? I'm new, been watching your videos on how to unlock garages on maps, very helpful. Well, I'm glad you like it, Gunpowder. I have way too many videos on SnowRunner, to be honest. I have like over, I think it's like 1,400 videos now or something crazy. Why am I struggling so much here? What's going on? Alright, let's grab the back of the truck here. But yeah, I'm glad they're useful. That's, you know, the whole point. I'm trying to teach you guys some stuff. I mean, I remember when I started out not knowing anything about the game, and I'm like, how do you get this truck? How do you get that truck? Where's the upgrades for this? You know, just like wondering where everything is. And now that I've been playing for so long, it's kind of like, okay, so there's 3 upgrades on this map. They're probably in these, you know, areas or whatever, like... I've kind of like, so usually how they do it is the weaker trucks are on the first map, the more better, higher quality trucks or slash upgrades are on the second map. So if you look at like Season 14, for example, they gave us 4 vehicles. The Earthroamer SX, the smaller one, the one you get first, the upgrade is on the first map. The Ancatra, the smaller tractor, the one you get first, is on the first map. The Earthroamer SX... upgrade is on the second map, the bigger one, the one you get, you know, later, and the Futam, the bigger tractor, you get that upgrade on the second map. So there's kind of like some things that I've kind of figured out after a while that they kind of do sort of the same. I don't know which way I go here. Left? Yeah, definitely left. Crap, did I? Well, I think I gotta go here and here. And then here. Which has the ZIL... Oh, other than Kirovit's Soviet 3-pack truck, or 3-truck pack, which has the ZIL 133, Step Pike, basically ZIL 130, and Step Pike, ZIL 131, Step Pike better, okay. World War II says go up and around. Sorry, I'm just getting to it. Yeah, the Step have some of my favorite trucks. The Pike is a really good one. The Croc is really good. The 310E is kind of like a Russian version of the White Western Star, just a little bit harder to drive, I think. I feel like it's just a little bit... I don't know if it's... I've never actually looked at like the tire size or anything, but I feel like the tires or suspension or something's just a little bit lower. It's a little bit lighter. I don't know that either. I'm just kind of speaking what I feel like from playing. And then obviously you got the blue crane compared to the yellow one, but yeah, those are some fun trucks, the Steps. I enjoy those a lot. You love and hate the Pike? That's funny. What happened to the MudRunner challenge? You feel like the 310E has a bit more torque too? You're probably right, Zing. I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of speaking off what from driving it, what I feel like, so. You could very well be right on that. I remember Nate making a video on why he uses American/Canadian trucks over the Eastern European trucks. Challenge being mostly in having engageable features of always-on American trucks. Yeah, that is very true. Pretty much all the American trucks have switchable all-wheel drive and switchable diff lock, where a lot of the Russians are either always-on all-wheel drive or always-on diff lock or always-on both. So I think it makes it a little bit more fun when you're in control of switching the all-wheel drive and diff lock on and off compared to I guess I'm trying to think of a truck that has them on always, like the Pike, I guess, has always on diff lock and all-wheel drive. So it's kind of a set it and forget it. You just click the trigger and go. Let's see. Oh shoot, this is not the way I want to go. Well, I guess whatever. It is what it is. We might be able to look on the map and see if we can find a way down. Now that we're here, I doubt it, but Deluge was a hard map, yeah. I've played some of the maps in MudRunner, but not all of them quite yet. Ooh. Maybe you can go down there? That doesn't look like a very good spot to go down, but possibly. I think the trees are a little too thick to do that. And yeah, that doesn't look like there's any good paths here. Maybe this one, but probably not as well. Marty says, hey JG, have a nice day. Thank you, Marty. You as well. Alright, let's take a quick look at this. Does this look doable? That's pretty steep. I don't like the rocks down there at the bottom, so I'm gonna pass. Nuno says, I use now a Cat CT681 maintenance truck for my tractors. The hardest part of MudRunner is actually loading the logs. It's so hard. Yeah, it's really weird. Be back later. Alright, Sawyer. Yeah, loading the logs is very weird on that game. Like, you have to, like, go into the crane mode and you can't move your truck at all. I mean, you kind of go into a crane mode on here too, but it's just weird how it works. MudRunner has better water physics. The sounds are better. Sounds for sure. I remember, like, driving over sticks and cracking and all that good stuff. Definitely has better sounds. Travis, welcome in. Alright. I feel like it's because we're used to SnowRunner cranes. It could be. Yeah, I went from SnowRunner back to MudRunner, so maybe that's part of the problem, yeah. You could be right on that. Who remembers when trucks didn't bounce into space? Yeah, they are pretty bouncy now, aren't they? In the MudRunner and Spin Tires days. Yeah, pretty much all the terrain there would, sort of... Oh man, that was a bad hit too. I didn't feel like it was that difficult. Yeah, we're gonna need more fuel here pretty soon. Trying to get down there as quickly as we can. At least get back to the main road, kinda. Back in the MudRunner Spin Tires days, Nuno says, and I can't that junk because they're only vehicles for farms. Can't use it, I think he's saying. Derail, welcome in. I remember seeing you a couple of days ago. Welcome back. I play with both. Currently, my wheel, the other day I was moving it, and it unplugged. And so I have to plug it back in, and sometimes when you plug it in, you have to like not calibrate it, but like, you have to open the software back up and just make sure it, like, I guess otherwise it just doesn't, like, work. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you can plug it in and it just doesn't, for some reason you have to open the software for it to like detect, like, oh yeah, this is plugged in, and then you're good to go. After that, you can just start the computer and play it, you know, you can use it, but for the first time when it's unplugged and replugged back in, you have to open the software, but I haven't plugged it back in. I don't know where exactly it unplugged. I had the cord pretty much stretched to the max, so I think it might have just unplugged from here, but I do use both. Mostly play with controller. It's just a lot easier. SnowRunner is a pretty hard game to use the wheel, to be honest, because I've said this before, the hardest thing is on SnowRunner, when you start to flip your truck, you quickly winch to the side. It's really hard to do with the wheel, because when you turn, your buttons turn with it. And so it you know, it sounds like it'd be easy, like, oh yeah, just, you know, push up, but it's not up anymore. It might be to the right, or it might be to the left, depending on which way you turned it. So it's actually kind of a challenge to use the wheel, or more of a challenge. Just if you drive pretty good, you don't have to worry about it, but yeah, if you drive a little bit on the crazy side, or maybe faster or whatever, to try to save some time and you try and quick winch all the time, it's definitely more difficult. Quick skip some time here. Luna says the tractors are junk. But I've used the steering wheel a few times on some other games, not like, you know, for a long time, but I've kind of played around with it a little bit to kind of get a feel for it. I know I can use it on Farming Simulator. I can use it on crap, what game was I just thinking of? Oh, American Truck Simulator. I haven't actually used it for a video, but I've played around with it quite a bit, and it's way easier on American Truck Sim, because like when you use a controller, it kind of like you know, you tap to turn, tap, and it just kind of goes. Because if you hold it, you're going to turn too far. But with the wheel, you can kind of turn to exactly where you want it, and, you know, turn more or less if it goes. You know what I mean? It's a little bit harder with thumbsticks, so definitely preferred for American Truck Sim. For SnowRunner, it is kind of hard with the winching. Alright, I think I'm going to pass on the fuel station for now. We have a small truck up here with some fuel, but we now have a big truck, I think, with some fuel around the corner. So we don't have to worry too much. I prefer the Hummer H1. Yeah, the Hummer H1 in MudRunner was awesome. I prefer trucks in MudRunner over SnowRunner. Genuinely want the American trucks in this game. That would be pretty cool to have American trucks in MudRunner. Yeah, it looks like more of a beast than H2. I think it just is. It's funny because I can recall many people saying they wish that the H1 was in SnowRunner, but I can't think of a single person who's been like, oh yeah, I wish they had the H2 in MudRunner. Okay, we got a lot of fuel in there. They should bring it back. Where would you rate the H3? Do they even have an H3? I didn't know they did, if they do. I just know the H1s are really cool. I play always with the wheel because I'm more of a sim racing dude. I like, but the gearbox drives me nuts, especially on auto when you brake and go into reverse. An auto reverse, yeah. Yeah, that I know you can change it because there's a Cool's Gaming actually. He has it set to where I think the clutch is actually the reverse. The brake is actually just the brake, and then I think if you hit the clutch, or maybe you have to switch over to the gas, you have to put it in reverse or something like that. He has a weird setup where it works like it would make sense to work, like the brake just brakes and then the gas goes forward or backward depending on what gear you have it in. Okay, I gotta go. Oh shit, I missed my turn. Just back here. Alright, let's go backwards a bit. I have a vivid memory of an H3, some kind of rally-sponsored monster. Huh. No, I didn't even know they have an H3. That's all new. Does anybody else know about the H3? Or is Martin going crazy? I don't think I've ever seen anything about it. I didn't know they had one if they do. I know they have the electric Hummer, but is that H3? I don't know. This is where I love high gear. We were kind of struggling there for a second, pop it up into high, and start flying up the hill. Or as I like to say, put it in high and let her fly. You just Googled it? What does it say? Really, they had a Hummer 3 in 2000, or an H3 in 2009? Wow. I didn't know that. That is very interesting. I thought they stopped with an H2. I really did. Dude, are we really that stuck? Wow. Okay, let's try unpack and see if that helps. I'm just curious how we're so stuck. Like, I know we're spinning, but... Huh. Okay. Bring out the crane, I guess. Oh, I thought that would be enough to get the tree. There we go. Alright, let's recover the crane. Or restore it, not recover. Hummer H3 is that, JJ. The H3 is cool, but it's so round. Looks like a cardboard box that was thrown on the edges a few too many times. Okay. Hummer H3 is an off-road vehicle that was produced from 2005 to 2010 by General Motors, smallest model of the Hummer lineup. Yeah, I literally didn't even know they made an H3. That's funny. H4 looks like a meshed together H1 and 3. What is the H4? Is that the electric Hummer? H3 similar to H2. If you ask me, the H1 looks too wide. Yeah, it is very wide. I know inside, if you look, they have like a huge center console. I don't know, I've just always thought the H1s look really cool, so... Your ranking would be 312. Hummer EV is technically a GMC. Oh, that's... yeah, it's not a... Because... yeah, General Motors, didn't they like go bankrupt in 08 or something like that? With the housing market crash? I don't... Not a super into that kind of stuff, I guess. Alright, I probably should have tracked this mission. I drove all the way out here and didn't even start the mission. Alright, here we go. We gotta pack it. Start tracking it. Open season. Oh, we gotta deliver it just to the side here. Okay, that's done. I think we only have one more task left on here, right? That's all that I can see. Chomping at the bit. I think all the rest of it's done. I think I'm gonna back this trailer up the hill here. I kind of cheat when I back them up. I use the winch and just kind of pull it. I didn't feel like driving around over into more mud. Figured it'd be easier to back up while we have good, you know, good ground and have to go through a little bit less mud. So yeah, I believe if we can get the hay bales, we're done with everything on this map. Alright, we can ride this all the way down. We should be good. 35 likes, 44 watching. Thank you, Robert. Maybe people want to see the finishing off of the season. What are we at? 92%. So I think we're doing pretty good. We have about 2 hours, 2.5 or so left, probably. If we can finish before that, that would be cool. But if not, whatever. If we finish after that, depending on how much more we have left. You know, if we flip 5 times, then we're not going to finish it in time. But I believe we should be able to get everything done. Again, I haven't checked what we have to do on the other map, so maybe we have more work than I'm expecting, but we'll see. I know one of them we had to pick up 2 cellulose. That's about the only one that I remember. I like the streaming JJ does. The talk with the chat seems like a really good opportunity to rant over whatever and discuss anything. Yeah, we were kind of talking about that yesterday, actually, like how I feel like we just talk about random things, whatever. Like how I feel like we just talk about random things, whatever comes up. Oh shoot, I'm running right into the tree. That's why. Whatever comes up is just whatever we talk about. It's not specifically this game, and you know, I don't dig super deep into all the stuff that we do or whatever, but we kind of just talk about whatever, different games, different life stuff, whatever's going on. It's somebody said it's more like a podcast. They just kind of listen to it, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. I just kind of view it as like a chill session. You know, you're just chilling with your friends, hanging out, talking about whatever you feel like talking about. I know a lot of people are playing at the same time, and so it just kind of, that's what it feels like to me anyway. It's just like I sit down and have fun just talking to all of you guys and talk about whatever we talk about. Hey JJ, welcome in, Mr. Spoon. How's it going? Do we know why the Earthwormers don't have a Ford and Chevy option? Yeah, it's because of the licensing. So if they were to take off, if they allowed you to take off the like Earthwormer, I don't even know what you want to call it, camper part, then it would basically just be a Chevy or a Ford, and the whole reason they're in the game is because of that add-on, basically. So Ford probably wouldn't care, or Chevy probably wouldn't care, but Earthwormer probably would, and that's who the brand, that's who the brands or vehicles are branded with. So it probably matters to don't want to allow you to take those parts off. So yeah, licensing stuff. Probably written somewhere in the contract that they can't allow you to have them, take it off. Yeah, Chevy and Ford are already licensed, but they're, licensing is kind of a tricky thing from what I've heard. So yeah, they probably don't have those vehicles licensed. Well, actually, they definitely don't, because they're not in the game. There we go. Is there huge hurricane in the U.S. Hug hurricane. I saw it on the news today. Yeah, there's another hurricane headed for Florida. This time it's headed for the the west side. I think last time it came on the east side and then went north. This time it's headed for the west side. It's kind of looping up and around a little bit. I mean, I guess the last one kind of looped up and around as well, but this one is going kind of around Florida and hitting the east coast or west coast of it. The last one hit the east coast and went up. As far as what I know, I could be wrong on that. I don't live anywhere close to Florida, so it's kind of a little bit disconnected from the news that way, but I do know there's another hurricane headed for Florida. It's genuinely more enjoyable than a podcast, but less socially awkward than a Discord call. That's funny. That's why I said yesterday that I only listen to live streams and not spoil the map. Yeah. I think that's a cool way to do it, D-Rail. Because I know there's a couple of people who, especially before the season comes out, when it's on PTS, where you guys can't play it yet, they're like, you know, I want to tune in and listen to you play, but I don't want to watch it, you know? Like, I don't want to hear it, so it's, a lot of the time they just don't listen or don't click on it, don't watch at all. I'm like, yeah, that's totally fair. I personally like to play it the first time and, you know, figure it out for myself as well, so I don't blame you at all for not wanting to get it spoiled, because I don't want it spoiled for me either. Helene went up the coast into the Carolinas and such. Yeah, I got a lot of damage in the Carolinas. Milton is going straight through west to east. Okay, so it's going to hit Florida pretty much the entirety, because hurricanes are pretty big. Obviously, it's going to hit the certain spots harder than others, but I didn't know it's going straight through Florida. So it should only hit, you know, Florida, Georgia, maybe Alabama, something like that, compared to the other one going up into the Carolinas and stuff. Hey Artem, welcome in. Let's hope they get another licensed brand in the game soon. I'm going to check quick, what are we at? 57. We got 5 more to do. This would be 4. I know the... What did I say it was? I gotta check where we gotta deliver this again. Oh, that barn, okay. Yeah, I feel like it'd probably be easier to go this way. Follow the main road, okay. And then I want to check the other map quickly. So we do have 4 things left. 2 cellulose, that's the one I knew. 2 long planks. Oh, the water. We started on the water. And then vehicle spare parts, so... Not too bad. Yeah, I think we might be able to finish this today. How many serious hurricanes are there in the U.S. per year? I'm not actually sure on that. I would say probably 1 to 2. But I think most of them end up hitting Cuba and stuff and turning into like category 2s or 1s or so, you know. Obviously when they hit landfall, it slows them down a lot. The wind speeds aren't as high. So a lot of the time once they hit the other Caribbean islands and stuff, it slows them down a bit, and then they're still, you know, not good, but there's usually not a terrible hurricane every year. It's only every couple of years, I would say. But we had one this year. The last one, I know, well, I shouldn't even say the last one I know, but I know there was a pretty bad hurricane in '09, Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana. I know there was a pretty bad one, I want to say like Sandy or something, for New York a couple of years back. I'm not, like I said, I don't live in that area or really pay attention to the news too much, so I'm sure there's been other ones. I know there was one in Texas a couple of years back. I want to say Harvey. So, I don't know, probably 3 in the last like 15 years that are like really bad ones. Maybe every 3 or 4 years. I don't know, someone could probably correct me on that. Somebody maybe lives in the area or pays more attention to it, but I'm traveling to California in 4 weeks now. I'm scared. Yeah, California doesn't get hurricanes. So the hurricanes happen because the hot air from Africa travels over the ocean, and then it slowly mixes with the cold ocean air and starts spinning like a tornado. Or at least in the western hemisphere, this is how they or northern hemisphere, sorry, how they normally start. And then they normally come up and hit the Caribbean islands in Florida. So it's always the east coast of the United States. It's never the west coast. So you're definitely good in California. But I know they do happen in other areas of the world, but they're in the southern hemisphere. They're called typhoons. Don't ask me. Well, I guess you can ask me why. It's because of the direction, or the direction that they spin. In the northern hemisphere, they're called hurricanes. Southern hemisphere, they're called typhoons. I don't know. I guess 100% why, but kind of weird. Yeah, they're basically water tornadoes. That's exactly right, Riot. I don't know if I ever asked you this, JJ, but what is the vehicle you hate the most? The Azov Sprinter. Azov Sprinter's bad. Like, I've used it for a couple of missions where you need a sprinter, but... Or not a sprinter, where you need a, like, race vehicle, like a contest, but... It can't attach... It's gotten better, actually, with this update, but it cannot attach... trailers, and it used to only have 150 repair points. It's since been improved to 350 with this current update, Season 14. And then it's got spare tires. I think it's 3 now. It used to have none. And then it's got fuel. I can't remember how much fuel. I want to say like 150 liters maybe. Eastern Pacific EPAC, but it doesn't reach California. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they probably get one every once in a while, but it's probably super, super rare. WPAC have typhoons, okay. Or cyclones. Cyclones is the name. I know they have different names. Maybe I had the wrong one. I have not seen anything on Season 15 Artem. Normally there's some stuff found in the game files by people looking around, but to be honest, I haven't even paid attention to it. I was gone for a while, and then I came back, and I haven't really looked. I didn't even, to be honest, think about it. It was kind of just had other stuff going on, and yeah, I guess it kind of never even crossed my mind, but I'm sure there's some stuff. Usually it's very little. There's only like 1 or 2 things found. But we, like, you know, we might, as an example, I remember somebody said there's hotel houses in Season 11 back when Season 10 came out. It's like, okay, so we have some kind of idea, you know. We knew it was 2 maps, you know. There's kind of usually a couple of things that they accidentally leave in the game files, but I haven't even checked, to be honest. So I'm sure there's just probably a couple of tiny details that are left in there. I don't think there's a truck you hated because you're a chilled out dude. Yeah, I wouldn't say I hate it, but if I had to pick one I like the least, yeah, it would be that one. Not a huge fan. WPAC is the Western Pacific, mostly Japan and Philippines. Yeah, I know they, you know, they have them over there, but I feel like most of the hurricanes happen in the United States. I could be wrong on that as well, but from what I know is, yeah, a lot of the hot air coming over the desert from Africa heats up over the water and you know, starts to spin from the cold temperatures of the water and turns into a hurricane, and then makes landfall usually in the Caribbean, southern or eastern United States somewhere. No Transtar? No, the Transtar is not that bad. I would definitely much rather use a Transtar over the Sprinter. Nuno says the Scout 800, Earthroamer SX, the ANK, MK38, and the Civilian, and the Ankatra and Futam are your least favorites. Milton is basically a Cat 5 right now, Category 5. So, the highest it can be. I remember using the Dawn with the engine in a mirror. It's pretty capable for something as small as it is. The Dawn is actually a pretty fun vehicle to use. The Dawn and the Tuz 166. But yeah, the... what's the engine called? The KR160 Custom. Found in a mirror is a pretty good engine. Top engine for a lot of the smaller trucks. Oh, I think that was a 15-6 combo, but the 6 overwrote the 5 is hard to see there. I got a question. Is Japan west or east for Americans? Because it's east for Europeans, but it can be different in America. Yeah, I guess most places they call us the west, so we consider it east. Or I guess maybe it's different on like California, because you know they're closer to it. Maybe they'd consider it east, you know, or west. Sorry, because it's more west to them. But I think most Americans would consider it east, because we consider like, you know, all of Asia and Africa and all that stuff east. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What the heck do I know? It's a good question though. Tennessee would have been a lot cooler if it was focused on a pit crew. That would have been pretty cool. Repairing damaged ones, transporting them in special trailers like they are in real life, racing ones. Let's back this up just a bit. That's funny, they got a picture of a beaver and it says dam. They got a beaver dam right there. Never noticed that. You forgot the Fleet Star and the Paystar 5070. They must be laughing when I talked about my SnowRunner 8 hate list. See if we can make this turn. Probably not. Just barely, okay. I usually use nothing smaller than a Rzani Hercules. Fleet Star, Mr. Raised Nose. The other part of the tip team. What about the tip steer? Oh, he gave us the trailer, nice. Okay, let's jump back to the first map here. We have 2 trucks full of water. I know we can do that. Is Rzani better than the old one? He's talking about the old Rzani. The Hercules is the older one. The tank is the newer one, Artem. So he's talking about the older one. Loaf paired with the Custom. Wait, this is the wrong one. I only have 3 of them. I had a 66% chance of getting the right Mastodon, and I grabbed the wrong one. So yesterday somebody told me we haven't... I think it was Nuno. We hadn't used the Mastodon. I gotta turn the sound down. I hate this. The sound is so high on these things. We hadn't used the Mastodon to haul any cargo, and I was like, yeah, you're right, we haven't. We only had it as a fuel truck, so now we're using the Mastodon to deliver some water. We need 4,800 liters. We have 5,000. These trucks have the biggest water tanks in the game. Obviously, you can get more with a semi-trailer full of it, but 2,500 compared to the normal 1,800. The Dairy Special has 2,200 liters. I'm not sure what that equates to in gallons for anybody who uses gallons, but in my opinion, the new Rzani is worse than the old one, says Martin. Where is this water going? I forgot. To the town, okay. No, I just heard Rzani, so I'm asking if the tank is better than the old one. Oh, I gotcha. I think I would probably take the tank, but the older one has a lot more repair points and fuel and spare wheels. I'd have to check both of them to kind of compare to see what, see the actual difference, but the old one has a good amount. I think it ranks like 3rd or 4th behind, I guess it depends on which one you're going off of, but the F750 has a lot, and the Apache has a lot. And I think the Rzani Hercules is right there with them. They cheated the Russian trucks again. Tip steer I don't hate that much because it has utility, okay. How dare them put more water in the Zix12H than the Dairy Special. Yep, they did. This one's got a bigger water tank, you know. It came out in Season 9. I think that's the only reason it has a water tank. It has a tank similar to this, without all of the square stuff, in MudRunner, and it's a fuel tank. I'm kind of surprised they didn't make it have a huge fuel tank like this, but I don't know. Kind of not at the same time because it's Sabre, so who knows. The add-on is so pretty. If only we could use it to transport fuel. That's funny, Martin, as I just said that too. They really have a bias with Russian trucks. Yeah, they do. I mean, I don't think they have any American workers or employees, I guess would be the way to say it. Maybe they have one or two, but they're pretty much all Russian or past Russian regions, you know. Regions that were previously controlled by Russia. So it makes sense why they have a bias, but it's just kind of annoying at times. When like the hitboxes are so much better, or you know they have, I guess some of them it makes sense though, because some of them do, some of them don't. But you know the roads there are a lot worse than the roads here. The roads here, if you're driving a semi truck or highway truck basically, you're probably not going to need any kind of off-road tire. I mean, you can take a highway all the way across the United States and be fine. In Russia, it's a little bit more rough in some spots, we'll say. Probably most spots. Which Tuz? There's 4 of them. Who said something about a Tuz? Oh. Both Voron AE, Voron Grad, Step 310E, and both Tuz and Step Pike. Oh, on your original save. Just went on a SnowRunner shopping spree. Nice. Yeah, so there's the Acteon, the Warthog, the one without the crane, and the Tatra. The one without the crane. Tuz. 108 Warthog, 16 Acteon, 420 Tatarin. One without the crane. What am I missing here? What is the other Tuz? What is the other Tuz? How am I forgetting another Tuz? Oh, the Tuz 166. Yeah. There we go. I figured it out. Actually, it is the Tatarin. Oh, there's the Tuz 166 as well, Artem. Oh, yeah, you're right. He is saying the one without the name Tatarin, I think. I don't know. Oh, shoot. I forgot about this spot. Had some trouble going this way last time. I always had difficulties, Artem. Oh, I'm quite stuck, huh? Give me a boost. There we go. I just googled and it says Sabre's headquarters in Maplewood, New Jersey, not Russia. What am I missing here? I think, if I remember right, they were founded in like Florida, and then they were sold or something to like some company that lived in or was based in Russia. So I think their headquarters, yeah, their HQ. So I think their headquarters is actually in the United States. But I think most of their offices are overseas. I'm going to go down this road. What I'm trying to say is it's pronounced differently. I gotcha. Oh, Tatarin is a name in Russian? That's funny. What is it? How do you say it? Tatarin? Tatarin? Hey JJ, before I go, would you prefer options on trucks like ATS offers? For example, light designs, dashboards, additions, just to make each rig feel more personal? I'm not a huge fan of the customization in a lot of these games. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but I don't put any stickers on my trucks. I don't really mess around with the, you know, the exhaust and the rims and stuff like that. I just doesn't really, not something that really appeals to me. So I see what you're saying. I would say yes, even though I myself wouldn't really use it. I'm just, like, if you look at my trucks in ATS, I haven't customized them at all. I just don't really care for it. I don't know why. I'm not a real trucker car enthusiast. I enjoy, like, driving them in the games, but as far as the customization part, weirdly enough, I don't really care. Like, I just, not something that's really important to me. So it's kind of a funny answer, I think, but totally true. All of my trucks don't have any kind of stickers or anything on them. I might customize it every once in a while to make it look a little different. Like, I might add like a different exhaust or a different grill or something, but for the most part, I don't really play around with the different things on the truck. There's a sticker that fits you, the harsh driver. Horrible place, JJ. Must be marked in yellow on the map. We'll check, Nuno. Yes, that road was marked yellow. The other one was kind of a brown. You pronounced it with that before the R. I gotta read that. Yeah, you pronounced the A before the R. Oh, I see. Tata, and then. Oh, I think he spelled it wrong, right? Tatarin. Tatarin. I'm not sure exactly how you'd say it, but I understand what you mean, Artem. I think. Sawyer getting rich. Sawyer's up to 41,000 points. Very nice. I personally pronounce it the other way. I adapted the Tatarin? Tatarin? Anyways. Thomas checking his points. Let's see what he's got. Streamlabs is slow today. Yeah, it's spelled Tatarin instead of Tatarin, or however you'd say it. 6 points, okay. It takes 10 points to do duels, gambles, and slots, but if somebody starts a heist, you can join that with less than... Well, you can join it with 0 points, but you don't win anything if you win, and you don't lose anything if you lose, so... Alright, let's skip a little bit of time. Actually, I wasn't going to turn here, but it looks like my delivery point is around the corner here. I thought I would go around, but this looks like it'll be better. So Artem is starting a heist. Tatarin. Tatarin. Alright, I'm going to disconnect that one back here just to give myself a little bit of space. We'll pull the other one in here. Legato, welcome in. Tatars are ethnically in Russia. And I know they have some Tatars in Ukraine too. They used to live on the Crimean Peninsula. So I'm not sure if there we go. I'm not sure if that's where you're saying they're Russian, or maybe they're across the border in that area or whatever, but I know, yeah, they live kind of around that area. Thank you, Grey Cat, for the information. A little history lesson. Okay, the cellulose we got to pick up. Vehicle spare parts, we can bring something for that. What kind of a vehicle? Do we have anything? I think we have a Paystar somewhere, right? Not very close. Actually, let's skip to this. We got a Freightliner 114 SD here. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, they are Turkish people, okay. You've been lurking, okay. Tatars actually come from the territory which is now Russia, okay. Yeah, I just knew that they lived in the Ukraine Peninsula, or Crimean Peninsula. I didn't know exactly where they lived other than that, so. I think that's probably going to be decent. It's definitely sticking out on both sides, but I think it's manageable. I thought about going with it all out wide. I can turn the sound back up now that we're done with those mastodons. We're going to drop it off on another truck to deliver it, because obviously we can't with only a 2-slot truck, but I think we gotta pick up another one somewhere as well. Oh, they're actually Siberian. Okay, I think I could turn here and go all the way down the hill to the road. Might be a tough spot, but I think we can manage. Boy, that's long. That is a long plank. I'm gonna go. Might be back later. All right, Artem. We only got 3. Yeah, 3 things left to do. So we might be able to finish this. I think we should be able to finish it pretty soon. We have about 2 hours-ish. An hour and a half to 2 hours is usually when we end this stream, so I think we have enough time to beat it. I'm going to try to attach to this. There we go, and break it off. I'm just trying to get out to the main road. That's my main goal. That's what he said. What are you doing with that? We're just transporting it down to the main road so we can get a bigger truck out here. We just happen to have a truck. We delivered something. I can't remember what we delivered, but we delivered it right there. And usually once I complete a mission, I just leave my trucks exactly where they are. It kind of makes it a pain when you're starting, because then you got to drive a new truck to a new place and a new truck and a new truck, and it takes a little bit, but once you have a good number of trucks out there, then you don't really need fuel because you have trucks all over that you can steal fuel from. You don't really need a crane because you usually have crane trucks all over the place, and if you flip over, you have a truck that can flip it back over, and you just kind of set up pretty good. So wait, do I gotta... Yeah, I gotta turn around this, don't I? I could go into there, I guess. I don't know, should I go up there? I feel like going up wouldn't be too bad, but probably easier just to follow and go to the main road. 35 points, let's go! I'm surprised we haven't had a region in Siberia. It sounds cool. Siberia would be hard, yeah. Very hard. I feel like when you're trying to go down some roads there, it'd have to have, I don't know, maybe this is not, maybe I'm like thinking of an inaccurate thing, but I feel like a lot of those regions, they have like really narrow roads to where like you basically, like you're driving down the road and your truck is getting scratched by tree branches. The trees are so close, you know what I mean? I feel like that would be Siberia. Like you're just driving down this really narrow road where there's like nothing but trees, but it's like so narrow, you know? Obviously they have different, you know, they probably have wide roads as well, but never mind. I'm back. Welcome back, Artem. Yeah, I agree. A hard region would be welcome. Ultra, welcome in. I remember when this game first came out, what a change from 4 years ago. Yeah, it's a lot different. I just said the other day, I remember back when it first started and like the only animal you could see was when you honked your horn to scare some birds. A desert season wouldn't make sense. No mud. But what about the Amazon or the jungle? Asian jungle map. Yeah, it certainly could be. I think I might pull out the twin steer and run that out here as well. I would like to see an Indonesia region or India. The death roads in India would be cool. I've talked about that before. There is some sketchy freaking roads over there. And like, they're like on a mountain pass, right? And there's like basically one just narrow or just wide enough for one car to go through. And so, yeah, it's like some of those roads would be really fun to drive. You know, you might not be able to use a twin steer or something, like it might be too long to use on that road, but it'd be pretty cool to be like winding up a mountainside and like there's an overhang of rocks just above you and it's like, you know, barely fits your truck height-wise and width-wise you're on the very edge, and especially with how the way they overload them. Some of those trucks, I mean, they load the crap out of them, and they're like super high, like way more than they probably should be, and you're like, oh my god, I would never drive that. But it's pretty cool to see. I think that would be a pretty cool region. The reason I said that was because they came out with an Indian truck in Season 11, and I was like, oh cool, we should go to India, you know, now we got a truck from there, maybe we could, you know, go to India. I think that'd be pretty cool. The Amazon would be a heck of a swamp. I like being able to take care of the oil fields. I've been given the twin steer workout in Alaska. Very nice, Legato. I should have used mine more, but I didn't. At the time, I didn't really play much with the twin steer. Didn't really use the dairy Longhorn much either. I just realized I said I'm only going to bring this truck to the main road, and now that I got to the main road, I'm just hauling it all the way there. Oh well, I guess. Oh, now I might as well just bring it. It's just around the corner here. That would be cool, because you can't use wide trucks. That's so many people who use small trucks. Yeah, exactly. I think that's why it would be cool, because if they do it right, you're forced to use these really small. I should have said Scout, Bugrick. The Neo Falcon 2000 is an Indian truck. It's based off of oh crap! What is the name? A Mahindra? Probably said that wrong. I think it's Mahindra. I think it's Mahindra. I think is the Rock Grinder also Indian? I think the Rock Grinder might be as well. I can't remember. Okay, where's the other one? Warehouse here. We gotta get the twin steer. Do I have it on this map? Here it is. I might be better off. Yeah, I'm probably better off just driving it. Alright, let's steal the fuel from these trucks. Steal the fuel from these trucks. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool if they had really narrow, twisty ledges and stuff, because then you couldn't use a long truck, right? You wouldn't be able to use the twin steer. It'd just be too long. And then you couldn't use some of the big, wide trucks as well, because they'd be, you know, they'd be too wide. You'd lose your traction on the edge. So I think that would be really cool if they had a region just like that. Artem doesn't like the Rock Grinder. I'm not a huge fan of it either, but one of the cool things about the Rock Grinder is it has the crawler suspension. The only other truck that has the crawler is the Jeep Wrangler. Mahindra Bolero, yes, Grey Cat, that's the name. Yes, I'm pretty sure it is a Mahindra. People are crazy and still going to use heavy trucks, you're right, yeah, that's true. But I think if they do like they did over there, where or back the other way, where they make it super narrow to where you have a breakable ledge or something, it's not going to fit. Yeah. What was the other one? I remember being in a stream talking about wanting more trucks in the same body style as the Kodiak. Like, are you talking about by body style? Do you mean just a 4x4, like a smaller 4x4, or? Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's based on a Force Gurkha. That's like Portuguese, I think it was. Is that right? Does that sound right, Great Cat, or anybody else? Is it Portuguese? Portuguese? Indian trucks with a scam. Sat voice asking you to send $100 gift vouchers. Yeah, go buy some Best Buy gift cards and don't redeem them. Send me the codes. Longer 4x4 frames. Okay. I feel like trucks like the Kodiak are superior, like the Crocodile and the Red Zix. Oh, the 53686. Yeah, the OG. Indian as well. What am I thinking of? Oh no, that's the sorry, I got the trucks mixed up. That's the AAC. That one's based on a Portuguese truck. The AAC, I'm pretty sure. And maybe it wasn't Portuguese. It's somewhere in Europe. I remember that. Can't remember exactly what country it was. I want to say Portuguese, though. Oh, there we go. Season 13 Scout is based on a Portuguese Scout. You're stuck on a cliff with the Zix 5368 and some people are scam calling you. Oh shit, I think I missed the turn too. Yes I did. The Indian region in a nutshell. Try to avoid getting caught in a call center. You have to get everybody into the truck and get out of there. That's your cargo. You're now a passenger truck. Get all 30 of them. Pack up your computers. Let's go. Don't forget about the desks. Who cares? Just grab the computer. Let's go. Leave the chairs. That would be hilarious if they made one like that. Obviously they wouldn't because it would piss some Indian people off, but that would be so funny. The long 4x4 frames are very capable, but are slept on, unfortunately. Yeah, some of those long 4x4s are some of my favorite ones. I don't use the Kodiak as much as I should, but the other two you named, what was it? The Crocodile? I don't use the Zix as much as I should either, but the Crocodile I like. Well, I like all of them, but the Crocodile is my favorite of that group. The Zix 5368 is definitely slept on. That truck is actually really good. I probably have to use the Kodiak a little bit more, but yeah, I know the 5368 is a really good truck. It's funny because that truck has some weird add-ons. It can have like a single slot and a dual slot, which most trucks are either one or two. They're not, can't have both. We're calling about your extended truck's warranty, or your truck's extended warranty, sorry. You have won a Lamborghini. We just want to get in contact with you to get that delivered. Alright, we'll see if we can make it without flipping, hopefully. It should be pretty easy, I think. Famous last words, right? Oh, they only have one long plank here. Interesting. I think I remember seeing that on PTS now that I think about it, but... So we've talked about it a few times. Does anybody here have any idea where they think Season 16 will be? Here on the channel and kind of the chat, we've, you know, obviously it's different people in here every day, but we kind of came to the conclusion that we think it's going to be Greece. Because they have the Greek gods here on the front. And, it deals with hydroelectric power, and I think somebody looked it up. I can't remember the exact percentage of their power, but it was pretty high. I think it might have been Zeb that looked it up. They have a pretty high percentage of their power that comes from hydroelectric dams or something like that. Isn't the AAC based on some French vehicle? Essarokan, the like the main PR person said it was based on a Portuguese truck, the UMM something. I can't remember the exact name. Somebody said it here, but yeah, it's confirmed to be based off some sort of Portuguese UMM something. Again, I'd have to look back up in the chat. Somebody said it. I remember seeing the name of it. Well, the storm for us, I think, will hit sometime tomorrow. It's that soon, Ultra? I suppose, yeah, it happens pretty fast. You know, you see it and 3 days later it's there, so. Hardem says Season 16 will be China. Hello, Awkward Gamer. Welcome in. Imagine going all the way up to find you and find out it was a scam. Someone comes to rescue you and they want a little bit more money than you're willing to pay them, and they just leave you there on the cliff side. Yeah, I don't think he ever said what the oh, so it's, yeah, it is the, yeah, I think you're right on that, Grey Cat. So there was a French version. I don't remember exactly which version it was. And then the Portuguese kind of copied it. It's based off the Portuguese version. So I guess technically you could say it was based off that one. But yeah, it was the French version, then they made a Portuguese version, and that's the one it's based off, the Portuguese one. So the original one is something else, French maybe, yeah. Cargo management. We gotta go to this truck, drop off the other one. Artem says, I have no idea, but China would be cool. Yeah, I think, again, here in the chat we kind of discussed it, and I think we've came to the conclusion that it will be Greece. That's kind of the one we came up to. That's probably not going to pack. We'll try. Yeah, not even close. Season 8 was based in... the actual country is Azerbaijan, which is just south of Russia. I mean, Russia's huge, but south of Russia, sort of more in the central, Eastern European area, just to the, what would be east of Ukraine. A little bit southeast, I think, but yeah, it's based on Azerbaijan. Okay, let's stop this. What do we got left? Just one thing? No, two things left. Okay. Yeah, Season 8 was Azerbaijan. We got 3 vehicle spare parts to grab. I guess they spawn in the river, but I must have stolen them for something else, so... I think the Mac is empty on fuel. I need 3 parts from here. Tatra Phoenix doesn't have any kind of a trailer to haul them. I think the closest truck we have might be the Freightliner here. What are the paints for the next season? So you're just looking at the season 16 one right here. This has the 2 Greek gods, and it has a dam on it. So I think it's kind of saying we're going to be taking water from the dam, and that's why they have the god of water, the Poseidon or whatever, and turning it into a Zeus, the god of like electricity or power or whatever. So that's kind of what I get out of it, is they're turning water into power. And then they're Greek gods, so that's why people have been saying Greece. I don't think there's any kind of clues on here that are like as far as like a flag or anything, but they are Greek gods, so I think that's where they came up with that, and I'm like, I never thought about that. That makes total sense, so that's what we're going with, Greek. Azerbaijan, the roads must be terrible. The bridges is not existing. It's a third world country. Oh, sorry, I forgot to show you the other one. The other one is the Cat CT681. So here is season 4 or 15's skin, or at least we're 99% sure. It's got like an offshore oil platform. There's a small, or maybe a big ship, I guess depending on how big that oil platform is. I got some mountains, some penguins, and a oil-covered Canadian maple leaf. I guess you could just say it's a maple leaf, but that's, you know, probably signifying Canada, in my opinion. So, other side's the same exact thing. Front there's nothing, back there's just colors, but nothing, like, nothing significant, just kind of blank, so. Poseidon is water, and then Zeus is, what was it, the 114, right? Yeah, and then Zeus is like electricity or whatever it is, I can't remember exactly, but... God of Lightning, there we go, thank you. 99% of the female Greek gods. Oh, he fricked. That's funny. JJ has the potato farms ready, I just want to have mine. Oh, shoot. I was looking at chat, and then I look up, and there's a rock raft way up it. I didn't see where I was going. If grease, why oil and dirt? No, oil and dirt is for season 4 or 15. So I think that is in Canada. Because of the Canadian, or looks to be a Canadian maple leaf to me. It could just be a maple leaf covered in oil. That doesn't mean Canada, but to me yeah, season 15 is in Canada somewhere. My guess has been for a couple of months now, Alberta. I'm sticking with that. And now I think Greece is season 16. Later, JJ. Have fun, chat. See you later, Riot. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good rest of your day. And, yeah, we'll see you again soon. I think we should be able to finish this. We got 2 missions left. We have about an hour to an hour and a half to finish both of them. So, as long as we don't have a tip over, I think we should be good. We have 3 things to pick up here, and then 2 cellulose to pick up in the other spot. There are penguins in Canada? No, I don't believe there are. So what I've said before is the skins are somewhat accurate, right? They're not completely accurate. Season 12 had like some cool looking post-apocalyptic, like, what am I trying to say? Nuclear stuff going on, right? Obviously it wasn't post-apocalyptic, it was nuclear related. You know, nuclear power plant, we had to get that up and running. So it was somewhat accurate, but it's not completely accurate. So I think the penguins might just be more of a, hey, it's cold sort of deal. You know, it's cold, it's snowy, penguins and polar bears are the 2 things that I think of when I think of like snowy cold regions. So I think that's kind of what they're trying to say. I could be totally wrong on that. Yeah, that's my guess, is that some of them is just doesn't really have much meaning. It's just trying to, you know, show that it's cold. That's what I'm feeling from it, anyways. I could be totally wrong on that. Maybe it's the other, like someone the other day said it could be Norway, and they're like, we have maple trees here in Norway, we have penguins or something like that. I can't remember what they exactly said. But I was like, yeah, it could be. But I just feel like ignoring the maple leaf is too much of a giveaway to me. It just seems like it's too obvious that there's no way it can't be Canada. So that's kind of where I'm going with it. Oh yeah, right. I remember it gave more of a Chernobyl vibe than a nuclear power plant. Yeah, exactly. So I think it might be just generally what it's about, but not exactly. Cold or freeze your nays off. He had... Wait. Nuno, who are you talking about? Poseidon abused the... some girl, Medusa. I don't remember what she's the god of. Something. Snakes or something? I remember something weird. He had 2 kids with his sisters, 1 cousin, and another... I heard one of those stories. Zeus was a pervert. That's funny. I probably shouldn't say that word, huh? YouTube will get mad at me for saying that kind of stuff. Ice bears are only in the North Pole, penguins are only in the South. So, yeah, you could be right. Like I said, it could be somewhere south. Maybe they have maple trees down south somewhere. I don't really know, but maybe they have maple trees and penguins and offshore oil platforms in Argentina. You know, I don't know. Like, I'm sure they have oil. I know they have penguins. Do they have maple trees? I couldn't answer that. Maybe one of you guys can get it with a quick Google search, but that's not something that I know. But yeah, I just feel like the maple leaf is too much of a dead giveaway. So that's why I think it's Canada. Alberta specifically for the oil sands. You guys can look it up, but there's a region of Canada that's like famous for extracting oil from a lot of sandy soil. So I know it's oil and dirt, but I feel like that fits in with that part. So penguins are goofy animals, they really are. I went to school with a girl who, I remember this from like a really young age. This was like probably 9 years old. She couldn't say penguin until she was like 16. I don't know what was, I mean, maybe she didn't try, but everyone always made fun of her. She would call it a penwing. And there was another girl I went to school with that couldn't say animal. She called them aminals. Like the M before the N, aminals. Aminals. I don't know. Funny stuff. Crap, I gotta get some fuel, don't I? We're not gonna make it very far without fuel. Fast underwater birds. Yeah, sort of like ducks or something. Ducks can fly, but they can also swim pretty quickly. The walrus is so ugly. So yeah, in year 3 and 4, we wouldn't have a single region that lets us buy a Eastern truck. Well, it doesn't Kazakhstan allow you to? So Zeb says there are maple leafs in Argentina, so that could be a possibility. They have penguins, they have maple leafs, they have oil. Well, I'm assuming they have oil, because which country by the ocean that probably, they've all probably investigated it off their shore, right? Excellent hydrodynamics. Yes, but only on land. So yeah, that could be a possibility. Right? Oh, good morning. Sorry, Ian. I saw your chat. You know me, when I get talking, sometimes I miss them, so sorry about that, Ian. How are you doing, Ian? How is your Thursday morning? So Ian is in Australia. He's, or Jaren is as well. Jaren was here, maybe still is, earlier. And I think it's like 6 o'clock in the morning there or something. We could transport some dinosaurs from the dig site in Alberta. Yeah, we could. Transport some old dinosaur bones and then have them refined for fuel or something. Because, that's basically what oil is. It's like old, broken down animals, basically. Good and ready for Bathurst, if I said that right. Probably not. 1,000 this weekend. V8 supercars. Nice. I love tigers, orcas, jaguars, stylish animals. Orcas are crazy smart. They're pretty cool to watch hunt. Tigers are really cool as well. So are jaguars. It's a good list that you got there, Nuno. Does anybody say it? Put 1 for jaguar, 2 for jaguar. How do you guys say it? I want to see what the chat says here. We got 40-something people in here. JJ, do you see bears in the place where you live? Yes, Nuno, I do. Not very often, but actually a couple of years back when I was going to work, in the middle of the day, a black bear ran across the road, literally one house over from my house. So, I kind of live in the middle of nowhere. Like, our neighbor's probably about 100 yards down the road. And then, like, maybe 10 yards past that, there was a black bear that ran across the road in the middle of the day. We're talking like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. A little bit less than that, probably like 12:30. just ran across the road. I was like, holy crap. That's the first bear I've ever seen, like, in the middle of the day in this area. Like, I see them on you know, YouTube and stuff like that, where they're like in the area. They're around. They're not super common here. They're more a little bit further north. But yeah, it was pretty weird to see a bear in the middle of the day. At that time of the year, like right now, they're out trying to put on as much weight as they can to hibernate. So they're trying to eat and put on a lot of weight. And so they'll be up for hours and hours and hours on end. So that's why they're a little bit more common to see during the day in this time of the year. Which is probably why I saw it. Olivia, welcome in. How is the old trucks are doing in the new season? They're doing good. Yeah, we're using the Freightliner 114 SD here. This is a base game truck. We've been using a lot of the same trucks today just to kind of try to use what's close and finish off the region, but overall, they've been doing pretty good. We have one more flip today. I think we're up to... kind of lost track, actually. I think we're on 7. 7 flips in about 35 hours or so, 35 and a half, 36, something like that. 161 laps, says Ian. Wow. Bathurst is a crazy race, in my opinion. Where do these gotta go? Boatyard on the other side, so I could cross. I think I might try and skip this and just see if we can... We're gonna try and go across here at speed. This is probably a bad idea, guys. We'll find out. Find out the hard way. Here we go. Not too bad. I'll take that. Didn't flip. The stream ended. Oh no, we must have had a blip. Live is crashing. It's gonna go until we finish it. Does somebody want to tell Thomas, who has a connection here still, that the stream is still going? We just lost half the viewers. 8 a.m. now. Okay, Ian, that's pretty late. I don't know why. I keep thinking it's like 14 hours ahead. It ended for me, but I joined back. iDrive, would you mind putting in the chat that we're still going? And just so that everybody here knows. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't say that I had like a big drop there. Nuno says, how did you cross there? Oh no. Yeah, you guys missed the best part, didn't you? I just went fast. I just went real fast and skipped right across. I've gone slow a few times and it's screwed me up, so this time I said, screw it, I'm just going to go flying across there. So that's what we did. Took a truck, went, you know, I was going pretty fast. Probably going about this fast, maybe even faster. Probably about this fast. Went right across the broken part and good to go. Thank you, iDrive. Stream is still glowing. Close it, come back in. So if anybody just wondering what's going on. Yeah, we just stepped on it. We just flew across the broken part. We just had daylight savings, so it's 1 more hour. Ah, that's right. I saw Smidog. If you guys watch Smidog, he what the heck, did I do it again? He posted something about it, so yeah, that's where I saw it. I forgot about that. Pay your internet bill, buddy. Alright, we have one last thing left to do, guys. We're 98%. So let's we gotta take a different truck. Let's see. Let's find something that we probably won't flip. Should we do a dairy special? I haven't done this in a while. Truth lies, thought it was my internet. You saw Rex crossing that in the foothills? The foothills one is a little bit wider than that one, so that one's a little bit easier, Nuno. Spoon says the Kodiak. Hi isn't? Oh, Ian. Hi, Ian. Gotcha. I think it's supposed to be hi, Ian. From Spoon. Yeah, Nuno, you like this truck? Yesterday we flipped something. I don't remember which... Oh, we used the W990. That's right. And it got stuck. Actually, do I have my raised? I want to lower this. There we go. Just so we have it as low as we can be, and if we need it higher, we'll raise it. But yeah, we flipped last time. I think we had the W990, 99% sure. We got kind of stuck with the front wheels because we were into a tough spot where we were going down, but the wheels had to go back up. And since we didn't have all-wheel drive, we were just kind of stuck there. And so we ended up flipping over, trying to winch onto the trees to the side. So hopefully it goes a little better this time. He says, yes, Ian, auto-correct. Auto wrong. Auto incorrect. This one crosses bad roads, yeah. Only a truck with all-wheel drive. Yes, that is correct, Grey Cat. This is an Oshkosh military truck. I'm not sure what the actual name is, but it's based off an Oshkosh. The dairies are all Oshkoshes, so the Dairy Special, the Dairy Longhorn 34 or 3194, and the Dairy Longhorn 4520 are all based on Oshkosh trucks, which are actually made not too far from my house. I live in Minnesota. They're made in Wisconsin, which is the next state over. A couple hours drive for me. They're actually made in a town called Oshkosh, Wisconsin. You think it's called HEMTT? Probably right on that. I feel like I've seen that name, so... Incredible truck, the other dairies are garbage. Famous for an air show as well? I don't know. I've never heard of that. Maybe they are, Zeb. Is there a famous Oshkosh air show? Yes, they carry rockets, transport tanks, and Bradleys. The Dairy 45 is actually a very good semi-truck. JJ likes taking down less trees. Or... likes taking down trees. Sorry, I don't know where I got less from. M977 HEMTT. What is the difference between a Hummer and a Humvee? Humvees are military, I believe. Hummers are civilian version. So yeah, what Thomas said, same thing. Humvee's a military version, I think. I could be wrong on that. Hummer is a passenger variant, so yeah. Looks like Jaren's saying the same thing. Martin as well. Humvee is military version, so we got like 4 people who all said the same thing, so we're probably not wrong, right guys? The odds of all 4 of us being wrong gotta be pretty low. Like you can buy Humvees, like an old military one that's been retired. Humvee stands for High Mobility Vehicle, designed for the U.S. military. Hummers are stylish vehicles, but the one in the game is weak. I don't think it's too weak. I think the problem is its weight, Nuno. I think it doesn't have enough weight. Because it has the same engine as the Earth Roamers, but the Earth Roamers drive a lot better and pull a lot better. I think it's just the weight of the truck. Sharon said, pretty much one has armor. That's about it. Yeah. That's probably pretty accurate. I'm going to turn left here. Yeah, the Humvee's an H1. That's also true. Hummer is H2. So all H1s are considered Hummers, or is it? Because it's still it's a Hummer H1, right? Not a Humvee H1. What vehicle came before the Humvee? I'm not even sure. I know they had some kind of, you know, different. Maybe the Jeeps. I know Jeeps were popular back in like World War I and II. I think the Humvee's lightly armored, is it not? It's built to withstand small, like 9mm and AK-47 ammo, I think, but not, you know, big, like rockets and stuff like that. Like that'll do it, but a smaller blast. I think it's designed to withstand that. Legato says MUTT before the Hummer. Yeah, I know the Jeeps were like back in the World War II or World War I days, but I don't know what came after the Jeeps but before the Humvee. I'm not entirely sure. He said there's no way you guys used Jeeps from World War II until the 70s. Yeah, I think there's something in between there, I just don't know what it was. Try and get this up into the truck. Alright, one down. I'm actually going to reset the crane quickly because my truck is a little bit at an angle. I want to try and give myself the best chance to not flip. Can't tell if it's on that or not. There we go. Armored hood and roof to protect from mortar airburst to some degree. Yeah, I think they're lightly armored. I'm not sure exactly what they would call it, but yeah, they're definitely not built to withstand very heavy blasts, but I think they are. Light armor might be the term, but lightly armored vehicles. Again, built for high mobility. So, I think I might actually here. Yeah, I might just do this. Recover. What truck are we? Here we go, the dairy. It says M151 Jeeps. Huh. General purpose truck, 4th ton. Wow, so maybe they did use Jeeps, I guess, I don't know. There was different light vehicles that used K20 Chevys for a time. Humvee replaced most of the light 1-tons. That's interesting that it says Jeeps. Like, I know they used them in World War I or II, whatever, maybe it was both, but I feel like they used something different between there, right? Like, that's a big gap. No, I meant they were not armored at all. Only since the 2010s they started producing them with armor. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah, probably because of the war in Iraq, when with all the IEDs, improvised explosive devices, that made them decide to start arming them from, you know, they would drive over a section of the road and just experience a blast from the bottom, you know. So that's probably why. See if we can get over that. Nice. I hate when people call the F-750 overpowered Scout. It's a ridiculous lie. Wait, I didn't even look where this is going. This is going to... I'm going the opposite direction of where I should be going. Okay. Maybe I should turn around still. Yeah, I think I should. F-750 is a very good recover truck, but gets damaged very easily. Alright, let's get back the time. It's funny, I usually say let's skip forward in time, but for some reason I said skip back. I don't know why I said that, but... do I want to go left here? I think yes. Go down left to the main road. Now the armored Humvee is a chubby and too heavy for off-road. Humvee, okay. We have people new in SnowRunner, don't listen. Oh, if we have people. The F-750 is not that OP. Only the Tuz 420. I mean, I don't know, I don't really say any of the base game vehicles are OP. Like, they're powerful, but I wouldn't say any of them are, like, overpowered. You know, that's kind of what OP stands for. I wouldn't say they're too strong. I might not use them because they're strong, but in my opinion, most of the OP trucks, maybe I said that wrong because I said most, but, yeah, pretty much the way I see it is all the mods are overpowered. And there's probably some weak mods out there, but yeah, all the base game trucks, like, yeah, there's powerful ones, but I wouldn't say any of them are OP. Like, yeah, there's definitely stronger ones than others, but I don't know, if someone says the Ford F-750 is OP, well, I don't know, whatever, I don't care. Same thing with the Tuz. Okay, it's a strong truck, but I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. It's a base game truck, so... Don't know if that makes any sense the way I'm explaining it, but yeah. The portal axles on the H1 are the only better parts. Isn't the Hummer H1 worse in off-road than the Hummer H2? Because it's heavy. I've heard there's a lot of worse stuff about the H2, but I haven't watched a video on it in quite a while, so couldn't tell you anything really off the top of my head. Alright, 500 meters away, actually 600, closing in on 500 from being done with the season. the Tuz takes much less damage in all other places, goes through mud much more. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you were going to say which truck is the most powerful of all the Scouts, the Tuz 420 easily. It's not even close. Like, the Tuz 420, in my opinion, is one of the best trucks in the game. You don't even have to add the caveat of Scout trucks. No, just trucks in general. It's one of the better trucks in the entire game. The fact that that thing can pretty much flip over any truck, paired with the tires that are just absolutely amazing. Really low center of gravity. It's got a roof rack that has a pretty good amount of repairs and refuel. I mean, it's a great truck overall. Like, I get it can't attach a trailer, and it can't, pull a cargo around, but pretty much anything else that you need it for. I mean, obviously it doesn't have a crane or anything either, but you know what I mean? Any kind of random task you have, if you need to flip over a truck, if you need to refuel it, or fix it, you can do any of those. Usually for me, it's flip the truck back over, and then at that point you're good to go. Usually the truck that flipped over has a crane, so I don't need to do anything else. Just flip the truck over, then use that truck to pick up the cargo, put it back in, fix it, refuel it, and get on your way. So it's great for all three of those, flipping a truck back over, refueling it, and repairing it. Like the Taiga, for example, too light is bad too, yeah. Lodestar gets stuck in the mud. I think that's part of the reason why the earth roamers are really good at hauling stuff, is because they're really heavy. I'm actually not sure on the weight, but I'm pretty sure they're heavy trucks. Making small off-road trucks heavier is just make them heavier? Wait. Making small off-road trucks heavier, just make them heavier. Confused. Read the whole comment, Thomas. I'm a sucker for the Kodiak. Oh, we got a heist going from Sawyer. So yeah, guys, get in on the heist. We'll be done with the stream when the heist is over. We got 400 yards or 400 meters to go, and then we'll be done. So this is the last little bit of the season here. Sorry, it was just perfect. It's funny when people talk about the harder game, they use the Tuz 420 to explore. Yeah. Probably the easiest way to explore the entire game. I think I have to go this way. I drive with the heist all, Martin with the heist all, Jaren heist 1000. Get your heists in, guys. Last chance. Heists and gambles. You got 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Probably a minute. Robert joined. Robert with the heist all as well. I just typed the same thing twice by accident. Didn't even see that. Gunpowder with a heist all. A lot of people joining this one. I drive with the gamble all as well. He said, "Screw it, I'm gonna try and get the, a little bit of extra points here." Oh, he lost it though. Lost 10K. All right, there we go. We got the results. So Sawyer won 1,000, Martin won 12, Jaren won 20,000, Gunpowder won 6. So actually, a lot of people lost in that one. Normally, it's not that bad. Your chances of winning those are 75%. It's the best odds of any kind of game we have in here. So, yeah, that is a rip. Rest in pepperoni. All right, guys, here we are. Last mission. We're finishing actually about an hour early, which is kind of interesting. There we go. We finished off with 169,000. I was about to say 1 million, but no, we bought a bunch of trucks. So we'll take a look at the region there. 62 out of 62. All the watchtowers, all the upgrades. We've got 614,400. Traveled 469,235 meters. Not too bad. I want to check here. So how many vehicles do we have on the map? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 on the first map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 on the second. So, what is that, 43 vehicles we have out of our garage? Not too bad. Season 14 is complete, yes. So, I think tomorrow we'll probably stream Farming Simulator 22, but we might end up doing the heavy cargo game. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at it after this. I'll probably record a video, so it's kind of nice to be done a little bit early to have some more time. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you, Truth Lies, Marty, Zeb, Nuno, iDrive, Robert, Thomas, Gunpowder, Grey Cat, anybody else that I missed, Sawyer, Jaren. Have a good night, everybody, and see you in the next one.